Hey everyone, this is Chicago Fire, Season 6, Episode 8, called The Whole Point of Being Roommates. Um, Basically, it has three storylines, which I'm just gonna go by. Gabby is, dealing with Bria and the girl from the warehouse fire, and and basically she's trying to help her out, and Gabby ends up finding out that Bria's father is a drug addict, and that um, um, he hurt his the reason he's a drug addict is because he hurt his back on the job, and a couple months before, and so um, basically he got addicted, and um, so basically Bria ends up eventually calling Gabby because of the fact that her father is not doing so well, and um, they have to bring him to the hospital. So to get him checked out, because he uh, when Bria called Gabby, her father I think had a fever, and then he had a seizure, and then so they called the paramedics. So at the hospital, um, Child Protective Services was called, and so eventually she runs away, and at the end of the episode, her and Severide are looking at a teen encampment, I guess where runaways go to, and try to find her. Um, Another major storyline in this episode is Otis and Cruz try to figure out who Brett's seeing, and eventually deduce that she is seeing Antonio, due to the CPD sweatshirt that she left in the apartment dryer. Um, and kind of with that storyline, Brett is, concerned, or Gabby thinks that she can't handle, Brett can't handle only sleeping with Antonio, and so she tries her best to be okay with it, but eventually can't be okay with it, and tells Antonio that eventually someone's gonna get hurt, and so she breaks up with him at the end of the episode. The other storyline is that Boden's brother-in-law Julian comes to town, and Julian has this up and coming, consulting company, and Julian wants to pitch this idea to Boden to get to start using these fire retardant gloves that his company wants to contract to them, to CFD. So Boden wrestles with the idea that um, I don't know if he's on the up and up, because he lives half a day's drive away, and he doesn't ever visit. He didn't come to visit when me and his sister got married. He didn't come to visit when his nephew was born. So, how do I know this is all on the up and up? So he wrestles with this idea the entire episode, and eventually finds out that he really is on the up and up about all of it, and actually sees the gloves in person. So So yeah, there's that, and then that's pretty much the entire episode. I didn't want to get too much into detail because I know this is like a week late, so I will keep it at that, and then hopefully get back to you on Friday about tomorrow night's episode. So I will see you guys later.